This is a movie for Dr. Phil and Elizabeth Hirschhorn, residents in Fairfield. And I was wanting to start out with the fence on the south side. It's got some issues. Where they put this extra amount of post on the top here, each one of these are completely rotted out. And there's a few boards on the fence here that need replaced, because there's a rotten one there. Well, anyway, these posts need to be dug out and put new posts in. Rob's digging down right now to see if they're in concrete or whether they're just in the ground. And then that way we know what we're up against. And then we'll get posts that are paint grade. And here's one that's rotted clear off. And each board where there's a splice into that seem like that they're bad too. Here's one here. You stick your finger through right in that hole there. So these posts need to come out. This one's rotten here, and this one's real bad. Okay. Overall, the fence panels look really good still. There's a little bit of touch up that we're going to have to do on the tops of the rail and the bottoms of the rail, and I'll show you around there where it's the worst. Here's another post, bad. It's where they spliced it. So I haven't did a total count on these, and I got to keep the movie short so I can get all of it on. There's a rotten one there also. So overall the fence looks okay. I need to put some new posts in and make them all one piece instead of spliced on the top. Okay, you gotta hurry through this and show you and explain about the deck now. There's a few panels broken, balusters broken there. Here's a bad board going across. Okay, I guess while I'm still on the fence, just let me show you what I want to do. Rotten board out there, rotten board on the top here. And where they're not rotten, they just need to be sanded along here and touched up with paint. So it's been 5 or 6 years since we painted this. 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 years since we painted it. Everything's looking good, just a little touch up on the tops. Here's a tree that fell out, or tree limb that fell out. We've got to take that down to the timber. Okay, and just quickly show you your shrubs. That one's been gone for a couple of years, but you still have some green bushes here. And you know, trees there. I don't want to make you dizzy by going so slow or so fast. These suffered a little bit from the weather, but they'll come back. Okay, for the deck, there's a rotten post and a baluster set. Okay. Where they're not rotten, there's these bubbles that I've tried to fix 3 different times, and they just keep popping up somewhere else. So I want to cut these sections off and just do them up in the garage, and just pop them together, put new posts in. We're going to put composite on just the deck floor and do the rest in paint grade cedar. That way we can keep up with the paint, but the floor is totally gone. I mean, there's rust on every nail head, or every screw head. There's rust coming through, and it's just too much upkeep on the floor. So we thought about go with composite, since we're tearing out all of this because of rot. So here's another rotten one here. Totally rotted out. So those panels will be pretty quick to throw together. We'll just have to get a system down and cut the angles and do panel at a time, and then just pop them in place. See if I can get to where these bubbles show. I did a movie the other day and I couldn't get it to go through, so we'll see how we get along, but you can see all of this the bubbles. And I've already sanded these down and primed them twice, and they just keep coming up in different places, and they're all over on about every post. Somebody treated this with Thompson's, and then some other painter went over it, and that created, they painted over an oil basically and trap that oil underneath. Then when it gets hot, it creates bubbles. So there's no real way to fix it except just to start over and put new rails in. So we have, you know, we got bubbles up here too. There's bubbles on these posts here that I've popped before showing you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rail sets. So that means there's 12. Okay, so we'll just put them together and pop them in, put new posts in, and new caps. So that's what we're up against. Okay, I'll get back with you on this later, and I will fax you with your bids to fix this stuff. Okay, thank you very much.